Hi, today I'm reviewing the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid and B5. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money and I will never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So this product, I went through a couple bottles of this actually, and then I got another bottle of it in I think one of my beauty boxes. I think that's why I have multiples of them. So anyway, after going through a couple bottles of it, I finally feel ready to give my review. It's not the most exciting product that's out there, but it is a decent product, especially for hydration. And The Ordinary calls it a hydrating formula with ultra pure vegan hyaluronic acid. So nice if you're vegan, lots and lots and lots of options. So on to my first criteria, which is packaging, and they've got the standard dropper bottle. It's okay, it's decent, not my favorite packaging, but does the trick. So definitely though, keep it in a cabinet when you're not using it to keep it away from light coming through the window. So alcohol, doesn't contain any denatured or drying types of alcohol, doesn't contain any good fatty types of alcohol. It's got a relatively short ingredient list. And then in terms of fragrance, this is fragrance free, like pretty much all the products from The Ordinary. So another good thing. So if you have sensitive skin, you like it, no fragrance, no alcohol. Good thing. The manufacturing location is Canada, like pretty much everything from The Ordinary. So again, no issues with that. Ease of use. So this is a hydrating serum. It can be used in your skincare routine in the morning and evening. I would recommend using this after any treatment serums you might use, like vitamin C or any exfoliating serums. But I would use it before any moisturizers, creams, or lotions, because it does have a slightly liquidy texture, kind of a liquid gel texture to it. Although my thing with hyaluronic acid that typically tends to steer me a little bit away from it is if you have a very elaborate routine with many different products and layers, hyaluronic acid can tend to sometimes cause pilling because it tends to stay pretty much on the surface area of what you apply it to. So while other serums, moisturizers might want to soak in deeper down the hyaluronic acid layer, pretty much stops that, so it causes a little bit of pilling with other things. So that's why hyaluronic acid serums typically aren't my favorite, and I tend to use them more so in the winter when my skin gets drier. And then I tend to use it more on my neck area, which tends to get really, really dry and needs lots of layers. So if you are using this in your routine and you do notice pilling, and I've been asked a lot of times to inspect people's routines and try and find out why they're having pilling issues, definitely remove this from your routine and start over and see if you have pilling after you take it out. I don't know. It just tends to be a culprit a lot of times. Not always, but most of the time. So, but very easy to use. Morning, evening, no issues at all. So, antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So in here we've got sodium hyaluronate, obviously. We've got Panthenol, which is vitamin B5. We've got the sodium hyaluronic crosspolymer. We've got algae with the scientific name of Ahnfeltia conica extract, I think, which is algae. Other than that, no real antioxidants or beneficial ingredients. The sodium hyaluronic crosspolymer is a cross-linked, chemically bound together form of sodium hyaluronate, which has an even larger capacity to bind water to skin than the original sodium hyaluronate form, which is huge for taking things out of the atmosphere and allowing them to get onto your skin. It holds its weight. So this sodium hyaluronic crosspolymer has a tendency to stay closer to the skin's surface, even more so than regular sodium hyaluronate, which is because of the crosspolymer's larger molecular size. And because it sits on the skin's upper layers more, it delivers even more hydration to skin. But I also want to say it probably even can pill more. So it's good. It doesn't have, I wish maybe they would have thrown in a beneficial, like a good antioxidant or something in here, but other than those few ingredients, there's really nothing else super exciting. So really this is just for hydrating skin and nothing else. So if you add this to your routine, make sure you've got other good beneficial ingredients in there and not just relying on this for anti-aging, brightening, treating acne, treating fine lines, treating pores, things like that. So Okay, on to my 7th criteria, which is animal testing. And like I mentioned before, this is cruelty-free as well as vegan. And you know what, are there any things that are not cruelty-free that are vegan? I would say that there could be. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've reviewed anything that's like that. Anyway, I digress. So, okay, on to my 8th criteria, which is performance. So, I find it performs okay. You definitely will have issues if you apply it with layers of other products. Definitely has a tendency to pill or kind of roll off your skin. Best when you use it with a short skincare routine. Does offer some good, nice hydration. Although my skin just doesn't love hyaluronic acid in general. I get a tendency to just not. My skin tends to look dull when I use a lot of it. It just doesn't love it. Even with dry skin, my skin just doesn't love it. I think it's probably because it just sits on the surface. So anytime I use things with hyaluronic acid, I tend to use them in the evening routine, because then if it's pilling, it's not as big of an issue. It's not a sunscreen pilling off or anything like that. So, and I'm just going to bed, so I don't really necessarily care too much what I look like. But performance is a little lackluster. It's not my favorite product from The Ordinary, let me say that. So, and I do feel like hyaluronic acid kind of does suffocate skin because it just sits on the surface. So, I don't know. Everyone seems to love it, though. So, sodium hyaluronate, a great thing, but you can always have too much of a good thing, I guess. So, on to my 9th criteria, which is price. This is the full size, which is 1 ounce, and it sells for $6.80. And may I mention the Barbara Strum HA serum, which sells for $300 for an ounce. I just mentioned it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Okay, and then my 10th criteria is the it factor. Obviously, I'm not overly impressed with this. I don't love it. It's definitely hydrating. It needs a little bit more beneficial ingredients, which you can definitely use with other products from The Ordinary. Definitely, if you have a short skincare routine, you're going to have better luck with this than those that apply many different products and layers. So, overall, not my favorite, but not a bad product. So, I give this a 7 out of 10, which is still pretty good. So, I know there's probably a lot of people that absolutely love it, and absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, I'm interested if you are one of the people that absolutely love it, and what do you love about it? So, definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Or if you have another favorite hyaluronic serum, what is it? So definitely leave a comment. Check out nobsbeauty.com, the Amazon link below, and thank you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.